Traders, welcome back to another price action trading lesson. We're going to talk about how we can use price action to help us predict where the market is going to go and where we can enter. So the structure of the market right now, we're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. It's pretty much consolidation. We have spike down, spike up. So my main goal is to identify key levels. These two important key levels, the high of the day and the low of the day important key levels, because these are the extremes of this trading range. And in a trading range like this, you expect prices to go from the bottom to the top and from the top to go all the way to the bottom. In the meantime, I'm going to focus on the most recent structure. We're coming off the highs. Sellers are selling at this important price level and market keeps trending lower. So right now what I have to do is I have to identify a brand new channel. This is the first swing where the downtrend started. Second swing, so I'm going to connect the first two swings, something like this. I'm going to copy it, put it at the bottom like this. We have potential overshoot, but we don't have not that many confirmations right here. So it is tempting to draw it wider. Let's say I'm going to draw it wider. Market is correcting. However, I need to redraw short-term uptrend working higher. I have a second entry short. Actually, we have micro double bottom, count reset. But even if this would be second entry short below this signal bar, because it triggered here, I can't really take it. The signal bar is quite weak. The short-term option is in play. I can't really take it just yet. The market keeps trending lower and we have overshoot. Okay, we have overshoot. You can see we broke the trend channel line and this is oversold area. You can see how we have massive bearish depletion to the bottom. And not only this is overshoot, also we are bouncing and we are finding support at this important low today price level. Okay, low today key level. So now we can really expect influx of buyers to step in. There's also a secondary channel that you can draw starting a little bit later, because we can basically consider this as a consolidation, and you can draw it something like this, which is also okay. Something like this with the break and extreme, but generally you want to really incorporate the very first swing where the real downtrend started. So either way, if you're playing break and extreme or you're playing overshoot, you definitely expect now stronger correction in the opposite direction. Okay, you expect stronger correction in the opposite direction, especially if you can combine overshoot with the bounce off the low today important key level. Market is correcting, and this is interesting trade right here. We have a very nice bearish bar miles away from the EMA, and EMA acts as a magnet. Prices are consistently trying to pull back to the EMA. So this is a massive bearish bar so far from the EMA. They trapped a lot of sellers, and this is what we can call basically unconfirmed market reversal. Unconfirmed market reversal, because the reversal is not confirmed. But if you're going to combine overshoot and the low today key level, more advanced trader can consider going long. So this is more advanced trade. Nice signal bar so far from the EMA. You're most likely going to pull back after overshoot, after the important bounce. I'm going to redraw the short-term uptrend like this. Breaking new high. When I was watching this live, I was playing the overshoot alternative, and I was thinking about lower high confirmation setup to continue working lower, because it looks like the EMA is going to hold, but market complete the reverse all the way up here. Okay, so this is quite strong bullish momentum. Okay, and especially if you have overshoot and you are in the trend range, it's really starting to look like we may reverse here, because we really have a lot of clues that the market may reverse. Not only have overshoot, but you are in a trend range at this key level. Market is correcting and you have very broad 2 legs down. Okay, notice how broad these 2 legs down are. This is extremely strong reversal on the second entry long. Broad 2 legs down. I can draw a bit wider channel, and this is a decent high probability setup. Second entry long at the EMA. Second entry long at the EMA. You basically come to a conclusion at the very last moment, because it looked like it's going to break below EMA, but once it reversed all the way up here so strong, it's a decent setup to consider. Second entry long like this. You get a high low here, but it's not fully at the EMA with the body. Also, you're starting to go quite sideways, you know, almost double top, triple top, some small resistance. So it's better to be patient. And market keeps trending higher and keeps trending higher strongly all the way to the top. So because the move is so clean and you can't even break the EMA, I'm going to widen the channel, especially if you're going to take a look at 10,000 tick chart at the higher time frame. It looks like one clean leg working higher. There's no break, and it looks like we're going from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. So this is the target for prices to go. You're following trend range rules. I'm thinking about second entry long at the EMA, at the trend line, and we have overshoot again. Okay, and once again you can see this tends to happen. You have massive bar here and massive bar here. Okay, because this is the oversold and overbought indicator. A lot of traders will be taking profits, depletion. I don't think you can sell here. You can sell here because you're starting to go a little bit sideways and you have this additional last trap right into the key level. Here you just have overshoot and you don't really know if there's going to be additional push up. So I think it's a little bit early to go here short. You would need some lower high. But once again, you already know what to expect, especially in the trend range, overshoot and key level, you're most likely going to pull back. Okay, this is how price action reacts. And true to its form, exactly, price action is correcting. Breaking new extremes, I'm going to mark my new low, breaking new low. Now we're going to see if we can break above EMA or we're going to go lower. Okay, and here you can see price action is going above EMA, and this is important because here you can see that instead of prices going back below EMA, you broke strongly above and EMA held here. So this is telling you, okay, overshoot is reversing. We're not getting this. We have a break and now we're back above EMA. So now I can expect price action getting new extreme. I have a new low first entry short, pull back. So I'm thinking about failed second entry short to test the new high. We have a failed second entry short right here. This right here is a failed second entry short. New low first entry short, pull back, second entry short failure. This failed second entry short is more aggressive. Why it is more aggressive? I can put this a little bit higher to make it clean. It's more aggressive because number one, there is no bearish bar pullback in between, bullish bar here, but you're going quite sideways, it is here, but you can tell you're basically buying at the top of the move. Okay, you're buying at the very top, you're not buying low. If I'm going to draw wide the channel, you're buying right into the short-term channel. I actually took a risk on this trade because I like the momentum. I knew it is a little bit too steep. I'm taking a risk, but I was betting on the new high. And as a trader, when you're watching this real time, you simply sometimes have to take a risk on the spot. But it's definitely more aggressive. I'm going to mark it more aggressive. It's not super textbook setup because it's closing too far up at the top of the move, a little bit too steep. It stopped me out just by one single tick. And now you have sort of like a failed second entry short continuation. Okay, because this can sometimes happen when the initial failed second entry short is too steep. You're buying basically at the top of the move. Market wants to correct and now you're buying much lower. You can see this is a swing high. You're now buying a little bit lower, deeper, and the correction now has time to pull prices higher. So this is now much better entry because you're buying a little bit lower, you have room to get out, you're not buying at the top of the move. So this is, you can view it basically as a high low, even though it is tick lower, you know, close is close enough. So this is basically a high low, or you can treat it as the real failed second entry short that needed to correct a little bit. Either way, this is decent setup to re-enter, especially if you didn't enter here and you waited smartly for a little bit longer pullback. Now you can enter on this high low and market graded break, push to a new extreme. So uptrend played out. So now I'm going to pause looking to go long because trend line rule says that after trend is over, we can get correction or reversal. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to redraw. Once again, downtrend. Okay, it's not acting as correction. Excuse me, it's not acting as reversal. Because reversal would mean failed second entry long below EMA. This is not happening. You're back above. But you cannot go long on a second entry long. You cannot go long on a second entry long because uptrend played out and you have downtrend in place. So waiting area, you're pushing lower, broad two legs, very broad two legs. Okay, so you have break a new extreme. Now I'm gonna start predicting small consolidation because since we're not having a reversal on our hands, we have broad two legs and we have already flat EMA, you can tell it's starting to resemble the market cycle that is going to be consolidation. Okay, so we're following the rules, we're following the market cycle, just based on pure price action. Once again, another second entry long, but I cannot take it. Okay, we're not pattern traders. This is important. It is very tempting, but you cannot take it because the main uptrend just paid out with the break a new high just a few minutes ago. Okay, now you're going to sideways. This is not enough confirmation. You can have resumption. Not enough. You just had a break a new high. So you really need to be patient. I cannot go long, I cannot go short. You know, tempting failed second entry long, but it's just a little bit too congested. I cannot take it. We are correcting, and this is interesting. This is sort of like a multiple test. When I was watching this live, I wasn't sure if there's a downtrend or not, but I didn't analyze this properly because if I'm going to zoom back, just simple price action rule is if you trade into consolidation like this and it keeps holding, you're thinking bullish. We trade up so strongly, and also the trend range is looking very broad, like a lot of price swings is looking healthy. In hindsight, this is a great trade. Now I'm looking at this, I'm really bummed I didn't take it. This is sort of like a multiple test. You're buying at the bottom, multiple test, break new extreme. Can I get a failed second entry short above EMA? No failed second entry short above EMA, but I have to follow short-term trend line, so definitely cannot sell because the trend line is in play. At the same time, I don't like going long. Now there's no good setup anyway, you cannot go long here, there's no good setup, but let's say hypothetically there's going to be textbook second entry long. I still don't like it because I'm buying at the top of the trend range here. Yes, this micro channel needs new high, but it's really not that important. You know, there is no big trending market confirmed just yet. So because you're at the top of the range like this, what if we're gonna go lower? So too much of a conflicting area and I need to be patient, but there is no setup anyway, so no need to overthink it. Basically massive congestion. This is really super choppy. No trade here. You can't take anything. We don't know really what's gonna happen here. And as price action trades, we need to reliably predict what's gonna happen based on rules. So this is basically just big waiting area for a whole hour. That's part of trading, and we are going higher. Okay, I'm gonna redraw the downtrend working lower. Market is correcting. We are correcting, but once again, super congested. EMA exactly in the middle of these bars. This is a sign of no trade zone congestion. If I'm gonna zoom out, I can see that we have basically trending trend range pattern. We have a spike up, trend range, spike up, trend range, spike up, something like a trend range. So we're definitely working higher. This would be a very weak uptrend because the corrections are deep, but because we are working higher now, and you can see each trend range is higher and higher, price action is telling you there is bullish bias. And once I see this, I never want to have these candles without a pattern. There has to be a bigger pattern. I'm looking for some wider channels. I was looking for something like, I have market geometry here for something like this, for example. And now I'm watching if this trend line gets confirmed. It looks pretty decent, some big spike and a channel pattern. Downtrend played out with the break, push to a new extreme. Okay, we're pushing strongly above EMA. And we have failed second entry short. Again, failed second entry short. New low right here. First entry short, pullback, second entry short failure. Okay, the signal bar is not the best, but it's okay enough. It has a nice tail, it's above EMA, it has a decent bullish body. So downtrend played out, visual. 2 legs down, 1 leg down, second leg down. We have 1 leg down here, second leg down here, and it's a decent high probability setup. I actually took this setup as well. I like taking this failed second entry short because downtrend played out, we bounce off the trend line, you expect brand new push wave to start. It is a little bit sideways, you can tell there is maybe potentially resistance. Very sideways here, very sideways, but it is a decent failed second entry short to consider, and I had a losing trade again. So I had a couple of winning trades today, but I also had 2 losing trades. It was a long time since I had 2 losing trades in a single day, but it can happen. The first one here, I'm gonna take a blame on this one for sure because I was too aggressive. This one was too steep, but I kind of like this failed second entry short. It's a decent failed second entry short. Downtrend played out. You expect market to go higher. So market was just a little bit too choppy. You can tell how slow and choppy it is, slow and choppy it is. So a lot of fake outs here. Normally you would like to re-enter on a second entry long, bounce out the trend line because it still looks like you're going to go higher. And now you're definitely buying even lower at the bottom tier of the trend range. But it is an inside bar, so I can't take it. And market continues to go higher. So this is just a little fake out. Market needed some extra liquidity. They eventually continue to go higher. I'm going to draw it a little bit wider simply because the break is so insignificant and it looks like the trend is still very structured, something like this. So this is weak trend working higher. Okay, market is correcting. You have a second entry long, which normally you can go long because we are right now playing this big uptrend. This was decisive push phase. You're at the EMA, but the second entry long is an inside bar, and you can't really take inside bar here, second entry long here, second entry long here. Can I get a high low? I can treat it as a failed second entry short because this is the lowest pullback down. First entry short failure, pullback, second entry short failure, and now you can tell how strong the momentum was. Strong bullish bar. This is a great high probability setup because this push wave was so strong. You're going higher, the trend held, there's a lot of bullish momentum. Market keeps working higher. Okay, you have a second entry long. If there's going to be a break above this bar, signal bar is neutral, but there was no trigger. Okay, it stalled. You have this inside bar, so you can't really take it. You have to be patient, but now you have high low, new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. And now you have high-low confirmation setup of the second entry long. It's right to EMA. EMA keeps holding, and this is a great hyperbolic setup. Simple price action rules. Signal bar is once again okay enough. Push to a new high of this push phase, and market now is correcting, and market is about to close. A lot of profit taking. So this is the overall structure for today. It was fairly decent price action. The first part of the day was very easy to navigate. The second part here was super choppy. Basically, how long? 2-3 hours. Really choppy price actions. So you have to be quite careful and patient. There are quite a few setups today, so you can definitely capitalize on a lot of these setups. These two setups are also nice because you can see how strong of a push phase this was. The bulls really stepped in, and eventually the spike in the channel is still the pattern. So you can tell how you're not reversing. You have a consolidation, push up consolidation. This means there's a weaker channel in play. But I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.